episode of Main Street Prowlers. Tonight's going to be short.
And it's all his fault.
Yes, it is.
And we are in the dark.
You're surprised about that one, aren't you? Next week, hopefully, we'll have our pictures up. And Kelly, it helped that we went to Mississippi this week. So, yes, kind of. So, talking about it, though, we had 3 games this weekend. What are your thoughts on it?
2 of them I couldn't watch. I was working 12 hours.
I enjoyed the Mississippi game, but the 2 at Columbus was a crock of shit.
Oh, correction. I did watch the Mississippi game, and I was watching the next day afternoon when I got home from work. My bad.
How you doing, Rob?
I'm doing good. I'm just tired.
Welcome to the club. But no, it was quite an interesting weekend between the games that we had as well as
Especially Pace's fight.
fights.
Yeah,
That
he had
was a
several
heck of
this
a
weekend.
fight.
He had several this weekend. But yeah, I am very disappointed with the officiating this weekend. Yeah, I joke about the blind ref stuff, but this stuff was blatant, right in front of them this time. And they say that we pull cheap shots. This was horrible. You know, a couple of the goals I do not believe should have counted this weekend. Our guy got hooked, and they took the puck and put it in the net.
Yeah.
They were offsides on one of the goals. Even their own announcers said they were offsides, and that's why the Prowlers stopped moving, you know, because the whistle should have blown, and the referees called it off, and they scored. Icing should have been called, and it didn't get called, and they scored.
And it's,
It looks like you got a makeup on.
I always have makeup on, don't I? That's the weird thing about my skin is that it's definitely a lot lighter than your guys' is. So, no, that's there was also something that you actually sought me out to talk about on stream. So let's talk about that thing.
Okay.
Elmira. So your thoughts on Elmira possibly?
The Elmira, my opinion of them coming in early, I don't see how that would work for more than one reason. Not only because of changing the schedule, are you going to add games to all the arenas? Because in that case, the owners are going to be losing money due to having to give out more season tickets than what the season ticket holders actually paid for.
Yep.
Because if you're a season ticket holder, you would expect to get to go to those games. You know, because technically, when you buy season tickets, it's a contract. You know, so if you bought a whole season worth of tickets, you should get any games that get added to the season.
Hello, Ronald.
Other than your playoff tickets.
Exactly. And it's not just that, they're losing out on money from marketing as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they have to reprint a lot of stuff.
Yep.
And
Redo the schedule. And like Dana was saying, give more tickets out.
Well, because you also got your sponsors. You know, I know our arena, if somebody sponsored a certain amount, they give a season ticket set. You know, so again, there's more tickets you got to come up with.
I think it's.
I think it's just a bad idea all around. Take your time to build your team and build it right.
And not only it's the loss for the team, the other teams, it's also a loss for Elmira as well. Because if they come in next year, it's possible they can poach other players.
Yeah.
I don't want to give them an idea, but they can still have the possibility of getting the better players.
Yeah.
So what they need to do to survive in a league like this.
Yes.
Pistons are playing.
So,
I think it's a bad idea.
yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I saw that, I called you and said we need to have a little bit of a conversation about that because I don't like it. My biggest fear is even if they did that, we're gonna have another Bumblebees or
Failure.
what was the other one? St. Clair Shores issue, you know, stuff like that. North Shore.
Nights.
You know, and that's the biggest fear. I don't want to see a team fail before it gets going.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
Again, the love of hockey. I love hockey. and I want to see these teams succeed. And I'm afraid if you try to rush it, it's not. It doesn't always work out. It worked out for our Falcons. The first year we were horrible, but the following year, we did great. But it doesn't always work that way for a team.
Right.
It don't.
Yep.
And it's a lot easier for a junior team to go that way too.
Right.
Because you don't get as much publicity in tier 2 AA juniors like you do in professional hockey. So
Yes,
it's-
junior minors they play for free,
yeah.
so you don't make.
Actually, they don't play. They play for free, but they
Yeah.
pay a lot to
Yeah.
play. They're
That's what I meant.
The families have to pay quite a bit even
Yeah.
to get to help with the room and board and everything.
Yep.
I mean, yes, they get some stuff for free, but
Yeah.
it's like you said. It's I believe it was like what 800 per month for when we had the Falcons,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
What for attendance wise?
No, for a room and board. For the
Oh
players.
yeah, it was up, I think it was up 800 or almost 1,000 for a kid.
It was high. I know that, but you're a lot of your hockey kids. The families know it costs to play. Even with these travel teams, they know it's not cheap to play.
No,
A lot of fundraising.
Exactly.
To
that plus the
to do it.
equipment. You have to have
Yeah.
extra equipment just in case, like say your skates are broke
Yeah.
or sticks, pucks.
The good thing though is that they do get their sticks for free. Then they get
Unless they want something
yeah.
else.
The fancy.
Most of the time though, even if it's not like too over the stuff, I've heard.
They got a budget. They got a budget. Because I know the one that played for us, then he got the big head, and
Brian Yem.
Brian, yeah, he paid extra for his sticks.
Right. But it's like it's.
But he was a great player,
Yeah.
great player.
So he deserved it.
He deserved it. Yes.
Yep.
He went up to the higher league, and then when he came back, he was a totally different player.
Yeah.
He was a totally different player, and he
How
learned
was it
that
go?
you got to earn your spot every year to play certain places. And he's like I said, he's a great player. I liked him. It's just he kind of like as if for a few he seemed to be getting a big head.
Right. But with that though, going into this weekend's games though, Mississippi, what are your takeaways on that?
I thought it was great attendance.
Yeah.
I think they
Great
loved it.
turnout.
We heard what we wanted to hear, not what Scott Bryan wanted to hear. We heard "Let's go Prowlers,"
Hi, Scott Brand, if you are watching.
So he was and I understand because it was closer to his hometown, their home. He was hoping that they would, root the
I didn't
Dragons
see
on
Scott
because
Brown.
they were closer, and Michigan being so far away from Mississippi. But nope, it didn't work that way. It was like I said, you got to think who's down there help organizing to get this team together. So the fans are gonna, I felt, go for Pace and his team
Right.
because Pace is the one that's helped organize put this team together.
Exactly.
Didn't the Dragons won the series though?
Yeah.
2-3?
Yeah, sadly.
What we got?
Yep.
And Mississippi was wonderful. Love the atmosphere. Looking forward for hockey to be there. Yeah, and definitely agree with that, Mike. Mississippi was a great game. Definitely a game I wish I could have been there for. Same here, Kelly. Same here, because looks like just from the little that we could see, that arena even
That
looked
arena's
amazing.
nice.
Yeah, it does. It looks great.
Also, there are Red Wings everywhere.
I
Yeah,
mean-
Red Wings are doing great so far. 5-game winning streak.
Now, who said that?
Mike.
Mike.
I think in
Um,
5 games.
Anyways, with that though, I'm gonna let Mike do a little throwing of the voice.
If it wants to load.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Mike G. Out here in Sunny C with your Prowlers summary of the weekend. First of all, we have a Thursday night neutral site game in Biloxi, Mississippi, where your Prowlers beat the Columbus River Dragons 5-3.
Move your head a little bit.
Let's start with the shots on goal.
Thank you.
First of all, the First period, Prowlers, 17 shots to Columbus, 12. Then Columbus in the second period, 18 to the Prowlers, 12. Third period, the Prowlers had 14 to Columbus, 11. In which the Prowlers shot total beat the Columbus shot total, 43 to 41. Your 3 stars are all from Port Huron. First star goes to Brenham Young with 1 goal, 1 assist. Then, second star, Starburst Soilers with 1 goal, 1 assist. Third star, our own personal favorite goal, Corey Simons, who allowed 3 goals, which means he stopped 38 shots and had a 92.7 save percentage. We're going to bump that up to 93. Your scoring summary is as follows. Period number 1. The Prowlers open the scoring summary and has the first goal in Biloxi. That scored? Caleb Williams.
1 minute, guys. Sorry.
For Michael.
Sorry, Mike, I kind of muted you.
That scored? Caleb Williams. This assist goes to Brennan Young at 134.
Again.
Ties the game, scored by MJ Graham, with the assist goes to Jagger Williamson. Then at 1926, Columbus takes the lead. Austin Doe unassisted. Then 12